What is up, guys? Dog the Bug here, bringing you back with another video. And today, guys, we'll be talking about my 5 favorite archetypes in the Chaos Galaxy TCG. So the first archetype is the Combiner archetype. I really like them because they're quite challenging to play in the sense that they are not consistent at all. Because you can get half a creature, but you can't get the other half. I also want to talk about how it has fun combos in the sense that you can play like a creature conjurer, which will get you a creature zone when you already have your starting one, and then use something like Star Path to draw cards, and then draw another half of a creature, play that creature, and you have a strong creature right at the beginning. Another reason why I like it gives Roka a good use, because otherwise it's very meme the heck out of. Next one is Shios, who I think has very strong creatures in terms of the attack stat, not the block stat. I think it has fun colors. It can destroy cards in the sense that most cards, with the Shiosian Lava Beast, when you attack, you have to destroy something, whether it be an activator card, a resource card, sometimes even a zone. It's easy to get. You can get it from the starter deck on the Game Crafter, and has good resource support. Next deck is the Knights, who I think is interesting because you can't only run one planet, you can run a few different ones with it. And it also has a wide range of plans between the monsters, so you can give it a couple different builds. So if you want to bring in your basic Knights, but then also bring in, let's say, some Roka, I don't know if that's what you're into, you can even look at your opponent's hand. And it's a really good deck because it can also compete with the top, actually doing quite well in tournaments. And it can be found, and some of the cards can be found in every of the set. Starting out in set 1 where he made just a few of them, set 2 where it got a little bit more serious, and then there's still a few in set 3. Then we have the Rays, which I think is one of the best decks, only being out to number 1, because it's just very easy to play, like having a lot of mix-up options, so it's very hard to get around of, and it has the boss creature in the Zeta Rays, but you don't actually need it, because when I got my first win with this deck, it wasn't even with the Zeta Ray. I had him in the hand from the start, and I didn't even use him once, because you just don't need him. Sometimes you can use other creatures and stuff in the deck just to work with it. It's also very easy to get because it has the starter deck, but I would suggest you fine-tune it to be better because since the deck's release, it's gotten a little bit more support. And then finally, I want to talk about the Atomics. I think that they're the best because Sindel, number 1, is the best planet. If you argue with me, you're under penalty of death. It has great use of monsters in terms of the actual artwork and play because it works with just pretty much anything. You can turn this little Gi over here, 2-star creature, into this big boy over here, Atomic Gi. And it's a very interesting one. And you can even go into some of the in-between monsters, which even work. And it does run off 1 card, which is Gi, but then there's also cards like the activator card Go, which allows you to, if you cosplay it, then you can make it as if it was free played by Gi, so you get that effect. Or you can make it so that, you play, I don't know, you can just play a whole bunch of cards. It's easily found because it does have a starter deck, which I do have. It does sit next to me. And it just has strong monsters overall and great artwork. But that is it, guys, for my top 5 favorite archetypes in Chaos Galaxy TCG. I know this is my first video with the new card, but I think it's quite good, and I hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, see ya.